going on, everybody? Welcome into the Jets Report. My name is Patrick Siepman, and coming up on today's show, we got a lot to talk about as we do have some quotes from Aaron Glenn and the whole Jets brass on Justin Fields, and it's a lot of high praise about the New York Jets quarterback. And also, I found an article talking about the Jets possibly trading for Packers wide receiver Romeo Doubs before the start of the NFL season. So we'll break that down in full on today's show. But before we do so, speaking about the New York Jets regime here, if you guys are a believer in them, go down there, hit that thumbs up icon. I will say I'm a fan of just everything they've done this offseason, the way they're talking, kind of the direction that this Jets franchise is going. So I'm a believer in them, but if you guys are as well, hit that thumbs up icon down below. Put today's show goal as 200 likes. So if you guys could help us reach that mark, go down there, hit that thumbs up icon. All right, let's talk about it. So the Jets brass, mainly Aaron Glenn, talking about Justin Fields here. I also have a quote from Chad Pennington, so stay tuned for that. But they were just talking about Justin Fields and just saying what they expect from him heading into the next season. This is what Aaron Glenn had to say, saying, listen, we want to surround Justin with good skill players, along with a good offensive line. So anytime you can do that within an offense with any quarterback, man, that's an A+. So that's the plan. It's always been the plan. And that's something that we have talked about before. Let him be a quarterback and surround him with good players. And, I think sometimes we overthink the quarterback position as NFL fans and NFL media members when it can just be as simple as this. Like, the support system around a quarterback matters way more than people think. And I think the best example of that is seeing guys like Sam Darnold, Geno Smith, and Baker Mayfield, have a tough start with the organizations that did not support them well. Then they go to another team, and they're supported very well. Just take Sam Darnold this past season. He was with, obviously the New York Jets. He went to the Carolina Panthers. Then he had 1 year as backup with the San Francisco 49ers. But when he went to the Minnesota Vikings with Jefferson, with O'Connell, with Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, we saw his best play by far. And maybe something similar could happen with Justin Fields, with Garrett Wilson. You got Mason Taylor, and now you got a very much improved offensive line with Armand Membu. But it was also Rich Cimini. He was writing up an article talking about the Jets brass, in full on their thoughts on Fields. And this is what he had to say, saying Jets officials believe Fields has improved from the pocket and will continue to make advancements in their system, with Glenn hinting that perhaps he wasn't utilized properly in the past. And listen, I don't think it's a situation where, the Bears or the Steelers didn't utilize Fields to his best of his abilities. Like, they clearly had a lot of design runs. They, shaped that offense around him, but they never really had a full buy-in to him. Like, they never 110% was like, oh, yeah, Justin Fields, we'll do everything we can to make you work out. I mean, that last year when Fields was in Chicago, half the locker room was thinking about Caleb Williams. I'm sure the whole front office was just dreaming about getting that number one pick and landing that future franchise quarterback. So even when he was there, he wasn't, having a full buy-in from the team. And this past year with Pittsburgh, he was 4-2. He was playing good football. And I'm not saying it was the wrong decision to go to Russell Wilson, but I am saying that he never had an organization fully believe in him. But there's actually also another former Jets quarterback, Chad Pennington, talking about Fields, saying, first, I hope that although it's not how you draw it up, I hope that Justin is able to look upon these experiences and go, man, I've got some experience here. I can draw from what others cannot, meaning I've been able to tap into different organizations, different coaches, different players, and take things that I can make me a better professional to be the best I can be for the New York Jets. So there's some seasoning there that has come a long way in a short amount of time. And although it's been painful sometimes, I think it will prove to be beneficial for him. And now he can look at this, wow, I've got a clean slate. I've got a place that I feel like I can call my own, a team I can call my own, and let's go after it. Let's throw all the cards out on the table. Let's hold nothing back, and let's really show what I can do as a player and a leader for this organization. And, one thing about Fields, and we can talk about the on-the-field stuff as much as we want, but the one thing I can guarantee to, Jets fans and honestly guys in that locker room is that you have a guy that you would run through a brick wall for. This is a man who has gone through a lot in his NFL career, but also just in his life. He's epileptic. He deals with seizures. That's something serious he's got to deal with off the field. And I think all those kind of mishaps and miscomings at previous organizations will just make him a better person, because this was a guy, he was a superstar at Ohio State. Bears fans thought he was going to be the saving grace of the franchise. Didn't work out. He's had to go through a lot, but I think kind of those battle scars he has built up should make him a way better quarterback for the New York Jets. So let's show him some love here on today's show as hopefully he's QB1 for a couple of years here in New York. But let's show Fields some love. Type his New Jersey number down below in the comments section. He's rocking that number 7 this year. So type those 7s down below if you guys want to show Justin Fields some love. All right, let's talk about getting Justin Fields some more help here. Could the Jets trade for Romeo Doubs, Packers wide receiver? They made a lot of additions during the NFL draft at that position, and some people think that they could have a couple of these guys on the trade block. So let's dive into Romeo here. This was Alex K connecting the fit to the New York Jets, saying, in order to make life easier for marquee free agent pickup Justin Fields, new offensive coordinator Tanner Ingstrad should be pushing the club to make a run at Dobbs. The wideout would be a strong fit across from talented number 1 wideout Garrett Wilson. You may be saying, well, why would the Packers want to move off a 25-year-old stud wide receiver? Well, if you look at their receiving room, I mean, it is absolutely stacked. There may not be room for Romeo Doubs in here. And they also drafted Savion Williams, the TCU wide receiver running back hybrid, so he'll be in this group. But you got Matthew Golden, you got Jaden Reed, you got Christian Watson, and they love Dontavian Wicks. I'm assuming they're going to ride out with this 4, and then maybe Romeo would just be on the outside looking in terms of, snaps per game, and maybe they could decide to trade him. And listen, he hasn't put up ridiculous production throughout his NFL career, but as a third, second option at best in most games, he's been very productive. Like 8 touchdowns back in the 2023 year. He had 46 receptions, 601 yards this season with 4 touchdowns. He's just been consistent as that kind of complimentary receiver option across from Jaden Reed. And, also when his time in Green Bay, I love Jaden Reed. I think he's a hell of a football player. But is he on the level of a guy like Garrett Wilson? Does he get the attention Garrett Wilson gets? Not necessarily. So I think if you would take Romeo across from Garrett Wilson, it makes some sense there. But I also think it would probably cost the Jets a 4th-round pick to get Romeo, and that's a trade idea I have right now. You just take a 2026 4th-round pick. You would pick up Romeo. Now, the downsides of this is rookie contracts running out, so that's also more incentive for the Packers to trade him. But I think they would probably be firm on getting a 4th-round pick back. But I'll ask you guys this. Would you give up a 4th-round pick for Romeo Doubs? I understand it's not a lot or not, premium draft capital, but you guys just let me know your thoughts. Would you accept this trade? Give me an A for accept. Give me a D for decline if you would trade a 2026 4th for the Packers wide receiver, Romeo Doubs. Now, my answer for this is decline. And it's not like a firm decline in any certain way. You can make an argument that this would be the right move for the Jets, but I just think with where they are right now, they're in no position to go trade for a wide receiver. Like I've been saying, if they were, a Romeo Doubs away from making the Super Bowl and going on a deep playoff run, yes, I would have a lot of interest in him. But I think this year for the Jets, you almost need to sacrifice that extra win or two when getting aggressive in terms of trading for guys and just build that culture, build through the draft. And, we've seen 4th-round picks turn into all-pros, turn into consistent starters with teams. So I would say no to this deal. But again, if they do it, offensively, the Jets would have a great wide receiver room, in my opinion, solid tight end room, banking on Mason Taylor working out, and a good offensive line, 2 good running backs. I mean, that support system's getting built, but also what if you keep that 4th and you land a wide receiver in next year's draft? Anything's on the table. But make sure you guys hit that subscribe button on your way out. We appreciate all of you guys for watching today's show. See y'all next time. Go Jets.